Imagine opening social media and seeing people throw around words like LLM, AGI, MCP, RAG, tokens, hallucinations, AI agents, and multimodal AI. It almost sounds like everyone is speaking a completely different language. If you've ever felt confused by all these AI terms, don't worry. You're not alone. Artificial intelligence is advancing so quickly that new words seem to appear every week. But here's the good news. By the end of this video, you'll understand the most important AI terms in simple English. No complicated jargon, no computer science degree required, just clear explanations that anyone can understand. So let's build your AI vocabulary, one term at a time. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is the broad concept of machines performing tasks that normally require human intelligence. These tasks include understanding language, recognizing images, solving problems, writing text, creating videos, generating music, and making decisions. Think of AI as the umbrella that covers many different technologies. One of the most common terms you'll hear is machine learning. Machine learning is a type of AI where computers learn patterns from data instead of being programmed with every single rule. Imagine teaching a child to recognize cats by showing thousands of pictures instead of describing every feature. Machine learning works in a similar way. Next comes deep learning. This is a more advanced form of machine learning that uses structures called neural networks. These networks are inspired by the human brain and are especially good at recognizing speech, understanding images, and generating text. That brings us to one of the most popular terms today, large language models, or LLMs. These are AI systems trained on enormous amounts of text from books, websites, articles, and other sources. Their job is to predict the next word in a sentence, but because they've learned from so much information, they can answer questions, write emails, summarize documents, translate languages, and even generate computer code. ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, and many other AI assistants are powered by LLMs. Another word you'll hear constantly is prompt. A prompt is simply the instruction you give to an AI. For example, asking an AI to write a business email or explain quantum physics like I'm 10 years old is a prompt. The better your prompt, the better the AI's response usually becomes. This leads to prompt engineering. Despite the fancy name, it simply means learning how to write better prompts to get better results. Instead of asking vague questions, users provide clear instructions, context, examples, and formatting requests. One confusing term is tokens. AI doesn't actually read words the same way humans do. Instead, it breaks text into smaller pieces called tokens. Some words become one token, while longer words may become several. AI companies often measure pricing and usage in tokens rather than words. Now let's talk about context window. Think of it as the AI's short-term memory. It determines how much information the AI can remember during a conversation. A larger context window means the AI can keep track of longer documents and longer chats without forgetting earlier information. Another famous AI term is hallucination. This doesn't mean the AI is dreaming. An AI hallucination happens when the model confidently gives information that is incorrect, completely made up, or unsupported by facts. This is one reason it's important to verify important information rather than trusting every AI response blindly. You may also hear the term multimodal AI. Traditional AI systems worked with only one type of information, usually text. Multimodal AI can understand and generate multiple types of content, including text, images, audio, video, and sometimes even live camera feeds. This makes AI much more versatile. Now let's discuss one of the biggest trends in AI agents. Unlike traditional chatbots that simply answer questions, AI agents can complete tasks on your behalf. They can browse websites, organize files, write reports, send emails, analyze data, and sometimes work with other software. Think of them as digital assistants that don't just talk, they take action. Closely related is the term agentic AI. This describes AI systems that can plan, make decisions, and perform multiple steps toward completing a goal instead of waiting for instructions after every action. Another important term is RAG, which stands for Retrieval Augmented Generation. Imagine asking an AI about today's news. Instead of relying only on information it learned during training, RAG allows the AI to search trusted documents or databases first, and then use that fresh information to generate a better answer. This greatly improves accuracy for many business applications. You'll also hear about vector databases. While normal databases store information in rows and columns, vector databases organize information based on meaning. This allows AI to find similar ideas even if the exact words are different. Another increasingly popular term is MCP, which stands for Model Context Protocol. Think of MCP as a universal connector that allows AI models to communicate with external tools, databases, apps, and services using a common standard. Instead of building a separate connection for every app, developers can use MCP to make AI systems work with many different tools more easily. It's becoming an important standard for connecting AI with the real world. Next is inference. Training an AI model takes enormous computing power and can take weeks or months. Inference is what happens afterward. It's the process of using the trained model to answer your questions in real time. You may also hear fine-tuning. Instead of building a new AI model from scratch, companies often take an existing model and train it further on specialized information. For example, a hospital might fine-tune an AI model using medical knowledge so it performs better in healthcare. Another popular term is open source AI. Open source models make their code or model weights available for developers to inspect, modify, or build upon. This encourages innovation and allows organizations to run AI on their own systems instead of relying entirely on cloud providers. On the other hand, closed models are proprietary systems controlled by companies. Users can access them through apps or APIs, but they cannot freely modify the underlying model. Speaking of APIs, API stands for Application Programming Interface. In simple words, it's a way for different software applications to communicate. Developers use APIs to integrate AI into websites, mobile apps, business software, and countless other products. One term that often appears in AI discussions is neural network. Despite the name, it's not an actual brain. It's a mathematical system inspired by how neurons in the human brain connect. Neural networks help AI recognize patterns in text, images, speech, and other forms of data. Another important concept is training data. AI models learn by analyzing enormous collections of books, articles, images, videos, websites, and other information. The quality and diversity of this training data strongly influence how capable the AI becomes. Now let's talk about AGI, or Artificial General Intelligence. Today's AI systems are very good at specific tasks, but AGI refers to a future AI that could perform almost any intellectual task as well as, or even better than, a human. Many researchers consider AGI one of the biggest long-term goals in artificial intelligence, although experts disagree on when or even if it will arrive. You might also hear alignment. AI alignment is the effort to ensure AI systems behave according to human values, intentions, and safety requirements. In other words, researchers want AI to do what people actually want, not just what was literally requested. Another growing field is responsible AI. This focuses on fairness, transparency, privacy, security, and reducing harmful bias in AI systems. Finally, one word you'll probably hear more and more is AI ecosystem. AI is no longer just about chatbots. It now includes language models, image generators, video creators, coding assistants, robots, AI agents, cloud computing, specialized chips, developer tools, business software, and much more. All of these technologies work together to form the modern AI ecosystem. So, what should you remember from all of this? Artificial intelligence may sound complicated because of all the technical vocabulary, but once you understand the basic terms, following AI news becomes much easier. Instead of feeling overwhelmed when someone mentions LLMs, RAG, MCP, AI agents, or AGI, you'll know exactly what they're talking about. And that's important because AI isn't just changing the technology industry. It's transforming education, healthcare, finance, transportation, entertainment, business, and countless other fields. Understanding the language of AI is quickly becoming as valuable as understanding the internet was 20 years ago. The more you learn these concepts today, the easier it will be to understand tomorrow's breakthroughs. If you enjoyed this video and want more simple fact-based explanations of artificial intelligence, technology, and future innovations, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.